Hello fans, welcome to a new episode of Crapbox Cars. Today, Grant is going to do a lot of talking. I'm just going to sit here. Because he got this Jones in this sitting seat that we made in Weldon. We're going to compare this Jones to that Johnny and why that Johnny is inferior to this Jones and why the Bronco keeps falling apart because of this guy. So let's hop to it, brother. Grant, why don't you get started?
So, this is only FITech material here. Gasoline in my hand. I emptied it out, but whatever. So FITech material, so you're going to look for... okay, up.
He's going to look for FITech.
No, you're not going to do that.
And we're back again. Take number 2.
Anyway, so this is the hyperfuel from FITech. This is what I've had in the Bronco for many years, and I absolutely hate it. It's disgusting. It's horrible. I've had to take this thing apart maybe 20 times every 1,000 miles. It's honestly the worst thing on name of the earth. And I'm going to try this one. I leapt in. This is a brand new product. It's the 5006 FITech Mini Pump. And we're going to try it out. We're going to show you and take it apart and let you know why this is inferior. And you should never purchase one of these things, the G-Surge Hyperfuels, and why I hope this should work.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad product, but it did get us a rewards program at U-Haul, so.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, I've taken this thing apart so
Well, taking
many
this apart,
fucking
let's
times.
get a word from our sponsors. Just kidding, we don't have any. We have, like, no followers.
Sad.
Super sad.
Pain. At least you guys on YouTube are the real ones. The people on TikTok are just not coming over here. They just don't like us. I guess we're just not good enough. You realize your pizza pizzazz is still...
like flying.
It's roasted those pizzas.
Do you like the pizza pizzazz?
Aiden, can we
now give us a real review.
Aiden, give us a
it's
review about the
video.
pizza pizzazz so we can get sponsored.
As a car channel, we use pizza pizzazz.
Actual company anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
That thing's from the Bill Clinton administration.
We have an actual Lockheed Grumman engineer here, so he
So
knows.
those are two different companies.
They are not.
They are.
Are they your
Only Grant only knows Chevrolet and Ford and Holly. Oh wow, look at that.
All right.
So that reeks.
Are we gonna start now?
I'm filming. I'm still, yeah, I'm 46 seconds in, buddy.
Oh, look at there's a dog or cat. That's a cat. That's the cat that beat up fish.
Probably. Wait.
The other house.
Can you get to it?
I gotta restart here.
Go. Come on.
All right. So, Aiden, we're laughing because
Okay, we're
All
back
right,
again.
we're back. Yes, after some sideshow problems. Here we go.
Sponsored by Basil.
Look at that. So this is not the original pump because I've gone through 4 of them.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you look here,
Hey, drop it on the fight. Come on. It's okay. Just
drop it on the
relax.
FITech.
Absolutely. It's going to get on gas.
So you see, it's a rubber line here. When I first got the FITech, they did not even clamp this or this. The hose was shoddy. So when they installed it, the hose clamp slipped off. I had to go into the whole thing again once. Second time, before even starting the engine, this split from factory. And then thirdly, this clamping device here, if as you can see there, but this slipped the pump off. All from factory. I didn't even have to do it. Oh, and thirdly, right there, as you can see, it's soldered because of the ground brass fitting. Before the nut even got down, finger tight, broke off in my hands.
Gotta love
FITech.
FITech Surge
FITech.
Tank.
Yeah, so FITech called them up and they go, oh yeah, that I don't know anything about that. And so we continued on. So this is just basically just an empty canister. It's just, you can take it apart from the bottom, take it apart from the top. And it's simple, just 4 in and outs, and you can put your returns and your feed line in. That's about it. It's not really complicated, and That's why I should not have many go. Alright.
Ta-da!
So, I already opened this once, just because excitement and joy and hoping that my relief is...
I hope Grant's acting was believable enough to make you think that we actually just unboxed this.
Absolutely. So, the problem is with everything with going from Manifold of FITech or the Holley Sniper is that you need to have one of these if you don't want to put an in-tank fuel pump. And there's not a big selection of those, and so you're really stuck with FITech
Or G-Surge.
period. FITech, or you have to make your own, or you go with the $1,200 rig, which is ridiculous. Because it's just a pump and a tank. It should work every time. So, you pull out the instructions on there. You see, obviously, gauge there. Because what's great about this, they have a bunch of fittings, and you saw the hose. What's great about this one is that the regulator is built inside of it. So, instead of having an external regulator, and it's regulated to 58 pounds, should work great. And better enough, it's not made by Holley, it's not made by FITech, it's made by Volkswagen. Yes, Volkswagen is not really the best of the companies. However, it's still a stock brand. And so we're gonna pull this little guy out. And it doesn't come like that. This base comes over here, but I like it over here. So we're gonna show you, take this thing apart and show you why this thing is better than the old G-Surge. One is a lock washer and one doesn't.
Grant, nobody can fucking see that.
Well, that's why I said it. This one has a lock washer.
Keep it rolling, baby.
Anyway, this one has a lock washer. Look at this sucker. I'm gonna pull this one out. You got a rubber hose, large straw, pull that one out. Basically the same thing. However...
Man, this thing's got some balls to it. This thing's kind of heavy.
Yeah, so that one's thick because it also has a regulator in there. But look at this thick rubber hose around the Walbro pump. This is a simulation Walbro pump. Basically, they...
Simulation.
I'm going to say simulation. Because they took the same pump and just made it their own. And
You mean it's a copy?
It's a copy.
Not a simulation. This ain't the Matrix.
Whatever. Anyway, look to see here. There is one lock screw here. Flip it around. There are two here because when you slide it up and down, you try to pin this at the same time as this on this old pump. Now you can just pin it on one side, then the other. However, hopefully you're not changing out another pump. And look at the straw here. This is actually a stock if I can see that, stock factory hose. This is a hose that the stock, like Chevy uses. Chevy does not use that.
Chevy's quality.
Yeah, we'll say that. Anyway, the whole thing is still built very similar to each other. This is an edit of this, and it combines a regulator. And if you see guys here, you have 4 lines in output and 3 inputs. On this one, you only have 1 input and 2 outputs. 1 output, 2 inputs. So you're gonna have to tee one off if you actually use all 4. In mine, I have 2 tanks, and I'm going to have to tee one off as well. Just how it is. Oh, and they give you your little gauge to screw up in there. So, as someone that has used the inferior G-Surge, I hope for the best for this. It looks good. It's machined better. It feels better. The pump actually doesn't wiggle like this one does, which wiggling causes this hose to break a little bit and causes just unnecessary stress.
Bunch of JB Weld in there.
Yeah, well, not on this one, but I have had to use JB Weld in the past when I'm on the side of the road.
Didn't work well.
Yeah, I heard it didn't work well.
Didn't work well. So this is nice that you also can get rid of the regulators, and it's just built better. It's the edit, so don't expect too much better. I'm not really expecting it. I'll let you guys know. So in my suggestion, it's either try this thing out, the 50006, or make your own. I think I'm going to make my own if this does not work.
Well, let's slap it on, and in another video, in another Corolla video, we will let you know how it works. Is that the end of this video?
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe. We'll have a new video for you next week. If you like this video, we're going to get from Baby Grant.